So rapper Jim Jones from the former group The Dipset with Cameron, Joel Santana, posed a question, presented a question on Instagram where it says $1 million in cash or convo with Diddy. He says, I always take the convo. Some things are priceless. Pretty much similar to Jay-Z. Would you take 500,000 or would you much rather just, have a conversation with Jay-Z? So Jay-Z came out and said, take the 500,000. Uh, I had a different perspective on it. I think that I agree with Jim Jones. Conversations are priceless. If you're someone who, get some money, you come into some money. Uh, Generally, we don't have like resources. We don't have a understanding of financial literacy. A lot of us are just uneducated when it comes to like, being able to invest your money in things or just having resources and having connections and, relationships with people. But yeah, we don't have like a lot of discipline in our community. A lot of us go to we spend our money on just like frivolous things, just a bunch of stupid stuff like jewelry, clothes. We spend our money on a lot of liabilities, instead of assets and investing our money and growing our money. Um, I had posed a similar question on a podcast that me and my brother had, and I asked, would you rather take like I think you get unlimited food stamps. It was like a real ghetto question, so I asked, would you rather have unlimited food stamps for the rest of your life, or would you much rather have a dinner date with Oprah? So, the guest that we had on the show, she said that she would much rather have, the food stamps and she'd feed the entire, community. My brother said the same thing. I said I'd much rather have a dinner date with Oprah because it's just conversation. I read a book by Patrick Bet David. I think the five next business moves or something along that lines. I posted in the video when I uploaded, but it was a great book, and he was just talking about how they already feel like people trying to use them. So once you get to know someone and build a relationship, and you not make it strictly about money, they're believe that you're not trying to finesse them or try to find an angle to use them or whatnot because they already got so many people like that who are not genuine. So the guy, so Patrick Bet David went over this guy's house, and his son was locked up, and he asked him like, hey, like he was just having a conversation. He was saying his son was locked up. He was so busy, and didn't have time to go visit his son. So Patrick Bet David offered, hit, his service, not services, but he offered, to go see his son in prison. He went to go prison and see his son for him, and they had a conversation. And he was like, "Man, what can I do for you, man? I really appreciate you, just going down there to see my son or whatnot." So he just asked him, could he have access to his contact list, and that contact list was a bunch of people who can help him. I guess he needed like different little calls and stuff like that. So it's a great book, but it just show you the importance of relationships and resources. You can have that's how these billionaires get rich, and then they go broke. And when they go broke, they file for bankruptcy, or if they go broke, it doesn't matter because they have those resources, and they could go broke and they could get $1 million back easily. So I think I would take the date as well, and because I just with my mindset that I have now and having discipline, I know that I could save money. I'm already good at saving money, so by me saving money, I understand that, all right, well, who can you put me in touch with? And I know a lot of people they believe like, oh, this person is you know um they don't owe you anything. They don't have to give you no resources. They'll probably just show up, laugh at you, or try to you know just walk out the date. They act like they don't really need you or whatnot. But me just being a marketing genius, I'm always going to try to take advantage of an opportunity. Just taking a picture alone with Diddy, would generate interest and, get you. I use it for some moment. Like you seen them females taking pictures with Chris Brown. You had one female, had Chris Brown holding her in her arms, like a little baby. And I'm pretty sure her followers on Instagram, skyrocketed through the roof, and it opened the door for many opportunities. So you could always find, a silver lining and, something that you're doing. So I would much rather, as I said, that's just me personally. I know people might disagree. I would much rather take the date, pause with, Diddy, have conversations and just, build on that. And, I'm already into like music. I'm into, uh, graphic design and animation, et cetera, et cetera. So just forming different relationships. Long as Diddy don't try to get close and be like, take that. And it goes back to what I was saying about the female that I was having an interview with, and she was just like, I do the food stamps, but you have to, you never know, um, as far as like with society, what if the government be like, all right, well, we cutting off the food stamp supply. You're supposed to have a lifetime. They tell you it's a lifetime supply of it because, you know, food stamps have been around for a really long time. So what if the government cut off food stamps? Then what you gonna do? That's why I said when you got resources, relationships, can't nobody cancel you. So I remember Kanye West did a interview on the Breakfast Club. He was like, when you a billionaire, when you got money, can't nobody cancel you. And that's why I said Kanye West could never be canceled because he got too many resources. He done formed too many relationships. So it's gonna be hard to like cancel someone like a Kanye West or a Donald Trump or anybody with money because they got too many resources, too many relationships. People not disciplined. That's why they try. People be trying to look for an easy way out. Going to buy lottery tickets, playing the little Keno thing, and going to casino all the time, and just trying to make it, trying to find an easy, quick fix. It's not going to solve your problems. People say, oh, you do dumb stuff with your money, right? But these be the same people who be ordering out every single day, buying clothes, take out, carry out food, just paying for stupid stuff with their money. You know, just think of all the money you spend on cigarettes, nicotine, alcohol, women going to get their nails done, hair done, and you just buying all this unnecessary stuff. It's just like some stuff, yes, true, is a necessity, but I'd rather be spending my money on assets. You give somebody $1 million in the hood, bruh, or like when people win the lottery, that's why they be broke. They say a large majority of people who win the lottery and it be for, a large sum of money, they more than likely end up broke because they don't have no connections. They don't have nobody who could show them how to invest their money, where to invest their money to. Me personally, I take the dinner date with Diddy. Bad boys for life. You know, I ain't gonna be walking to get no cheesecake. You ain't gotta worry about that. You feel me?